am 23 weeks pregnant and let's talk about what's been happening this week. Apparently the baby this week is 29 centimetres, which seems really big. Somebody said it's like from here to here. Now that's crazy. I do have a big bump, but it's crazy to think the baby's that long. I have been experiencing a lot of movement this week, probably the most yet, way more than my first pregnancy, constantly. And maybe if it's been a few hours and I haven't felt it or haven't concentrated on it, I will literally lie down and push my tummy and the baby will just push back. So I think she's kind of like responding to me. She's probably like, get off, leave me alone, I'm trying to sleep in peace. Eating habits this week. So starting to go off a bit more foods again this week. The thought of eating, the thought of making food, the thought of cooking, it's not very good this week. My eating habits were getting a little bit better, but now I am just craving sugar. And I did wonder if that was going to happen because I am a sugary girl anyway, and for the whole first kind of 4 or 5 months I was right into savoury stuff, which was better, but now I just could eat like a whole jar of chocolate spread easily. I have to stop myself. So yeah, that's not the best. The eating habits are not the best. I really do need to try and force myself to eat a proper breakfast, lunch and dinner because I really am just not interested right now. But the sickness has gone. I still sometimes get that nauseous feeling in the morning a wee bit. Nowhere near compared to the start, nowhere near. I still do get dizzy spells quite a lot and I still do have low blood pressure. But I think towards the 3rd trimester that will start to pick up the blood pressure. So I am definitely carrying different to my first pregnancy. I was losing weight for the first few months because I was so poorly and just couldn't eat. And now I am definitely piling on weight kind of everywhere. I've lost my waist. I used to have a smaller waist than this. But they do say you lose your waist anyway because everything gets pushed up for the baby. And I just seem to be carrying a lot wider. And they do say that with a girl sometimes. So I don't know if that makes a difference or because it's my second baby or because I'm just a lot older this time. I was 21 when I was pregnant with my first and now I'm 30. So this is the bump for 23 weeks. I think this was probably the bump size at like 38 weeks with my son. So yeah, I am a lot bigger this time. But I'm not complaining. I'm actually not complaining. I actually weirdly like being bigger and people telling me that I'm big. In my first pregnancy, people just kept telling me how small I was and that they could barely see my bump, and I actually hated that. So I like being able to visibly see that I'm pregnant and show off my bump. The kind of negatives to this week are the same as the last few weeks. My hair and my nails and my skin just not being the best. My nails are really weak, quite painful. My hair's just kind of falling out and my skin's not being the best. But I did go for a facial last week, so hopefully that will help. Well, I guess we'll be back next week for week 24.